Westfield Memorial Hospital provides high-quality health care to residents of Western New York, offering patients the most sophisticated medical advancements while keeping the ease and familiarity of a community hospital. Support for Chautauqua Sunrise has been provided by WRFA 107.9 FM, Jamestown's public radio station, streaming online 24/7 at WRFALP.com. Low power to the people. Chautauqua Sunrise is made possible by a grant from Fredonia Place, a continuing care retirement community providing dignity in a modern luxury environment. Meter's Restaurant, a family tradition for over 50 years in downtown Ripley, is a proud supporter of Chautauqua Sunrise. Meter's provides all-day dining, banquet services, and custom catering, specializing in pie. Funding for Chautauqua Sunrise is provided in part by the Chautauqua County Industrial Development Agency, with offices in Jamestown, Dunkirk, and Westfield, helping businesses to prosper throughout Chautauqua County.
The Chautauqua Center.
Are you looking for affordable medical, dental, or counseling services? The Chautauqua Center is always accepting new patients at their Jamestown and Dunkirk locations. They offer discounted prescriptions and accept all insurances. From the Access Chautauqua Studios in Mayville, it's Chautauqua Sunrise. Chautauqua Sunrise is hosted by Doc Hamels and supported by the award-winning volunteers at Access Chautauqua. We are here to share local news, colorful interviews, and events of interest to everyone. Chautauqua Sunrise is broadcast live Saturday mornings each week from 9 to 10 a.m. Send events via email or call us live. Check us out on YouTube and Facebook. And now, from the Access Chautauqua Studios, it's Chautauqua Sunrise.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Doc Hamels, and thanks for joining us here at Access Chautauqua and my show, Chautauqua Sunrise. So glad you could join us. I want to say good morning to all viewers that are watching us on Spectrum 1301. And for those of you that are watching us live from around the world on streaming, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, depending on where you are in the world, I guess. Last week we had somebody from Georgia watching, and we had somebody from the country of Thailand. So we know we're getting around the world. So great. Thanks for joining us. Also, good afternoon to all our listeners on WRFA 107.9, Low Power to the People. Thanks for joining us Tuesdays at 1 o'clock. So glad you could drop in. Got a great show in store for you and lots of announcements and just lots of some fun things we're going to share with you in a little bit. As you all know, that if you have a question or a comment or an event that you want to share with us and the rest of the world, you can give us a call at 716-753-5225. That takes you right to the studio and someone will answer the phone call. And if you have shyness, you can just tell the guys what your event is or your comment, and they'll get it to me through my earpiece or write it down on a piece of paper or whatever. We're happy to share that with you, and it's free of charge. You can Twitter us, you can go to Facebook, you can email us. It's all right there on the screen as it was going by while I was talking. So we're happy to share all that information with you. Well, this morning we got a couple of really breaking news types things. This is so much fun. As you know, we have sponsors, underwriters here for Chautauqua Sunrise, and one of them is Meter's Restaurant. And they like to take good care of us. And so they sent us a pan full of Grandma B's special apple sheet cake, or apple, it's like a pie and a cake all rolled into one. I don't know, I got to get this featured here right. Kind of blending in there. Anyways, there it is. Look at that. Yummy. This is a new dessert they're featuring. It's got a cream cheese topping, and it's apple, and it's just so good. So if you're over there, you can ask them about that. So the crew will be having breakfast after the show, and our guest as well. So we got tons of good stuff here. Last time they sent a couple pies. That was unbelievable too. Justin, Do you have forks and spoons in place for us today?
Oh, yes, I do.
Yum, yum. All right. And now I've got exciting news. Now, before we show this picture, I want to tell you the backstory on this. So we talked about sponsors, and our sponsors are so good to us. I was down talking with Bob Bentley, a few years ago, and we're talking about the show, and he had just taken over Meter's Restaurant in Ripley, and I was talking to him about marketing and so forth, and they became one of our sponsors, underwriters. And I said to him, if you ever have a chance, do this and this and this, and he just said, yeah. So the other day, we were at his restaurant, and they were putting together a special meal, and it's for breakfast. And he said, this is what it's going to be, and here are the components. He was real excited about it. And I said, what are you going to call it? And there it is, the Chautauqua Sunrise. That is the breakfast name for our show here. And it consists of, listen to this, 14-ounce ham steak. It fills that entire plate. I don't know if you can see it, but it goes all the way around. 3 eggs, sunny side for sunrise, potatoes of your choice, eggs of your choice, you can have them scrambled, and then toast. And he's doing a special offer right now, just introductory, I understand, of $11.95. Where in the world can you get that much food for $11.95? Anyways, and then we have another picture with Bob and some of his staff. Oh, there it is again. And then we have one more picture that we're going to show. And I took this. There's Bob Bentley, and there's Liz and Trish. They're very happy to wait on you. But look at the size of that plate. Look at the size of that meal. That is the Chautauqua Sunrise. So if you're there and you want it, you say, Doc sent you, and I hope you enjoy it because it looks delish. Okay, so we got some nice treats from the Meter's Restaurant, and we have our own breakfast special now. How cool is that? So we have some announcements I want to share with you, and so let's get right to it. Some of these things are brand new to me, so I'm excited to share this with you. Listen to this, the Pearl City Clay House. Never heard of it before. The Infinity Visual Performing Arts Center announces a new community arts center for adults. Pretty cool. It's called the Pearl City Clay House. Pearl City Clay House is the name suggested and will be a place to play with clay, but it will be so much more than that. It will be an arts community for everyone, from the novice crafter to the artist with years of experience under their belt. Taking a class at Pearl City Clay House will also provide support for our community's creative youth. A percentage of all of the Pearl City House classes will go to support music and arts programming at the Infinity Visual and Performing Arts Center. According to Shane Hawkins, the executive director, she says, for years our community has asked, when will we start an Infinity for adults, the adult version? And Pearl City Clay's House is a culmination of years of brainstorming and planning between herself, Deborah Eck, and other community art professionals to do just that. She says, while we had hoped to be opening in our physical location in June of 2020, COVID has had a significant impact on that process, so we decided to launch Pearl City Clay House virtually in an online arts retreat in October. The retreat went very well, and we now have additional digital experiences happening in November and December, including something called virtual blackout meditation classes with Deb, and 12 days of holiday ornament making event in December with a variety of local artists. How cool would that be? Pearl City Clay House Program Director Deborah Eck says, of course I am disappointed that we can't open physical doors to the community yet, but while we wait, we will have put together a series of virtual experiences for artists and crafters of all levels. If you are looking and longing for a community and want to learn a new stress-busting technique, we could all use that right now, as we approach the busy holiday season, why not try a blackout meditation class? I promise no pressure and no art skills necessary. Or you can start on the homemade holiday with our 12 Days of Christmas Ornaments event. That sounds like a lot of fun. I might do that. This series of short workshops offered over 12 days in December, beginning December 4, will include budget-friendly $5 workshops that use easily accessible, low-cost materials to craft keepsakes you'll be proud of. Justin, Christmas is coming. Your dad, these would be perfect presents for your dad.
I have other plans.
You have other plans. Okay. Let's see. So, low-cost materials to craft keepsakes you'll be proud of to display in your home this holiday season, along with skill-building workshops in floral arrangement, felting, and quilling. What's quilling? Taught by guest teaching artist Michelle Bango, Debbie Penley, and Michelle Starwall Woods. We know her. I'm excited to begin building a thriving community of artists and crafters, and I hope you'll join us, according to Deb Eck. To register for an upcoming Pearl City Clay House event or learn more about Pearl City Clay House, please visit Pearl City Clay House, all one word, .org/programming today. All new newsletters sign-ups in November will be placed in a drawing to win one free class in December. Okay? And you know enough about Infinity. It works with our youth and so forth, and they just do a great job. And I've been a proud sponsor of Infinity for years now. Okay, so for more information, too, if you need to give them a call 664-0991. All right, let's keep on moving. Vaping. You know, we've been so stressed out and consumed with so many other things. This one was a real concern about a year or two ago. I had my niece down here talking to you about Jen Sullivan and from the American Lung Association. It's still a problem. This is from Roswell Park. Prevention Works is in conjunction with them and the Faulkner School District. Parents, to you, what you should know about vaping. It's an updated awareness presentation for parents providing information on the current trends related to vaping. When is it? Coming up this week, November 17th, 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. It's a Zoom meeting, okay? And if you want, give them a call at 664-3608. 664-3608. It's free of charge and so forth. Okay? We just got an update on the Infinity Quilling. Thank you. Its paper filigree is an art form that involves the use of strips of paper that are rolled, shaped, and glued together to create decorative designs. Thank you. See, I wasn't sure if it was quilting or quilling, so that's why I said let's make sure it's a real word. Okay. I've seen that. It's really cool stuff. All right, moving along. Movie Trivia Night. The Reg Lene Center for the Arts presents Movie Trivia Nights in November. Okay, we talked about this a little bit the other day. Let's see. It's called the Reg Cinema Showdown. How do I say? Querin Trivia Events. Karen will be conducted through Zoom Thursday nights in November through the 19th. So we have one more. Each competition will focus on a theme featuring multiple choice questions regarding movies that have been shown at the Reg for the Arts, Center for the Arts. Upcoming competitions included, they had Sports Ball, then they had Falling for You, and this week, Talking Turkeys, featuring family films with talking animals. Each game starts at 7 p.m. Interested participants donate $10 to the Reg and receive an invitation to play. The winner of each competition will receive a prize package with items from sponsors from Chautauqua Sports Hall of Fame, the Jamestown Tarp Skunks, our baseball team, a Lone Palm Cookie Company, and Dot's Gift Boutique. All donations benefit the Reg Lene Center for the Arts as it prepares to reopen, hopefully, to the public soon. But that's been halted by, of course, the COVID pandemic. All right, you can visit the Reg Lene, which is Reg Lene, REGLENNA.com for more information. Okay, moving along, another thing from Prevention Works. They have a silent auction coming up throughout November. It started, on November 2nd and goes through the 20th, so it's ending up this week. If you haven't heard, Prevention Works, Inc. in Jamestown will be moving their offices, and they're unable to bring all the furniture with them. So it looks like you get to maybe buy some good stuff from them, a filing cabinet or a desk, possibly an office chair or computer monitor. we might have what you are searching for. All items are pictured on their website, but it includes furniture, electronics, and miscellaneous. If you're interested, give them a call 664-3608 or go online and you can see info@preventionworks.us. Okay, again, info@prevention.us. Okay, then they have Prevention Works is doing another one, doing active parenting for 5 through 12-year-olds. We talked about this last week, and it's starting up this coming week of November 18th through the November 25th and December 2nd, okay? Well, what do you get for this deal? All right, it starts from 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. on those days. You're going to do it on Zoom. It's free of charge. Active parenting will give you skills to achieve a fuller, more satisfying family life and help your children achieve greater happiness and success. In order to sign up, you're going to call 664-3608 and give Kathleen Colby a call. Now, this is what you're going to cover. Open lines of communication. Teach responsibility, courage, and other important character traits. Encourage school success in 7 steps. Prevent future problems with drugs, alcohol, and sex. We just talked about vaping. Use nonviolent discipline that really works. Diffuse power struggles with your children. Stimulate independence as your child grows older. And this is sponsored by the United Way of Southern Chautauqua County. Give them a call, 664-3608. Okay, we're almost done. Wow, got a lot of announcements this week. Okay, just to remind you that the Marine Toys for Tots program is being sponsored by the Resource Center. They're collecting toys today at Kirk's Jewelers up on Vineyard Drive in Dunkirk. And not next week, but the following week, Saturday the 28th, at Chautauqua Mall. And I won't read the whole thing because it's quite lengthy. We've covered it a couple times. But last year, 3,289 kiddos got toys for Christmas through this program. If you're interested in donating new or unused toys, you can give them a call. I'll find the number here, if I can find a number. I said there isn't a number. You have to contact the Resource Center over 200 Dunham Avenue. Oh, yeah, you got to go to those sites. Okay, Kirk Jewelers on the 14th and over at the Chautauqua Mall on the 28th. From 10:30 to 2:30, okay? And you have to fill out a form, okay, and so forth. Let me just see if I've missed anything important here. Okay, you got to go online and go to Jamestown-New York, NY that is, .toysfortots.org. And this is for kids from 17 on down. Okay, again, Jamestown-NY .toysfortots.org. And you can apply for your child to get a present through Toys for Tots. Okay, this came out of Jamestown. This is just an announcement. It's kind of interesting. Every year, there's parades and so forth. Well, because of the COVID, things had to change. So this year, they're going to do a parade in reverse. The City of Jamestown Renaissance Corporation and the Chautauqua County Chamber of Commerce are partnering on a unique event this year to celebrate the holiday season and light the tree on Tracy Plaza. The Downtown Holiday Cruise will be held from 6 to 7:30 on Friday, December 4th. The annual tree lighting will be held via live stream and shown online and will be the prelude to a parade in reverse. Businesses can register, set up a stationary float or display in a parking space along 3rd Street. Spectators will then be allowed to drive through and view the displays from 6 to 7:30, culminating with the viewing of the lit tree on Tracy Plaza, where Santa will wave to the children. So it's a drive-through, okay, a drive-through parade type thing. They're delighted to be able to put on a safe and socially distant event to spread some holiday cheer to our kids and families this year. They know how difficult this year has been for everyone, and they're excited that they're able to continue a proud Jamestown tradition in a unique way. Businesses and organizations that want to participate must register online, and a parking space will be assigned to them. There is no cost to participate. Setup and parking for displays will be allowed from 3 p.m. the day of the event. Each business must provide its own power source. Displays must fit into a single parking space, approximately 8 by 20, and will be spaced appropriately to allow for distancing. No sales or giveaways will be allowed from parking lot spots throughout the event. Businesses may sign up to participate at chamberrsvp.org. So chamberrsvp, all one word, .org, and will receive details following their registration. Businesses that already have a presence on 3rd Street are encouraged to light and decorate their store windows appropriately for the season. There's no theme for the event other than your own imagination to provide some holiday cheer. The Resource Center Toys for Tots program will have a collection bin there as well at the end of the downtown holiday cruise. Any spectators who choose to do so are encouraged to bring a new or unwrapped toy to donate for Toys for Tots. Woo! Okay, this is designed to be safe and physically distanced for families, and the downtown businesses may still be open under regular state protocols. So that's kind of cool. So I think, wait a minute, I think I got one more to go. Okay, there's one more announcement. Woo, lots this week, that's great. Okay, finally, one more parenting class. This is for teenagers. All right, and this is the same format. You give them a call, and they'll give you the code to get in, an invitation. It's going to be held December 3, 10, and 17 from 12 to 2 p.m. It's on Zoom, and what's it going to cover? Teens and technology, the latest in teen drug use prevention, teen bullying, special step-parent considerations, how brain development affects teen behavior and decision-making, improved discipline and communication, and updated teen sexuality issues. Give them a call, 664-3608, and ask to talk to Kathleen Colby, who's the Director of Parenting right there at the center. Okay, that's it for now. I'm out of announcements. Got to take a breather here, and we'll be right back. Watch this.
Mom, can we get some ice cream?
Please, Mom, please.
No, we're having dinner soon.
Please.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. There are thousands of children in foster care who will take you just as you are.
And we're back, and it's my pleasure to welcome back to the show Alicia Ekstrom, who is the recruiting and marketing specialist for the Chautauqua Center. Did I get that all right?
Yes.
All right.
It's a mouthful.
So welcome back, Alicia. And we were talking before the show that it's been a while, and since the last time I saw you, you've had a baby.
Yes. Yeah.
What the heck?
Lots has changed.
And her name is
Liliana.
Liliana. That's a pretty.
Yeah.
Does she have a lot of hair?
She does. She's a Cinco de Mayo baby too.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well, congratulations, and that's always fun. 6 months old now, you said.
Yes. Yeah.
So let's see. What do they do? She's rolling over, sitting up, and starting to say certain little sounds.
She's starting to babble a lot
Yeah.
more now. Yeah. Rolling over.
I took a lot of child development classes when I was getting ready to be a teacher. Of course, having 4 kids, I kind of know the system too. Well, that's great. So, Alicia, Sarah Gilbert was on the show, and Dan Courtney not too long ago. They did a little side vignette with us, and they talked about the mammogrammies. So how did that go? Was it a lot of fun? Did
Yes,
people participate?
yeah, it went really well. Of course, it was different. Usually, we always offer our mammogrammies event in person each year. However, this year we ended up creating a virtual event, and we had that one day where we were promoting the importance of annual screenings, of receiving mammograms and clinical breast exams. And we partnered with the local hospitals, Brooks and UPMC Chautauqua. And so we provided this extravagant virtual event one day, and then we included makeup tutorials, we included some presentations from like our nutritionists, and we also included Chautauqua occupational and physical therapy services. They created a presentation as well. So we had lots of exciting things that day, and then the following day we encouraged individuals to schedule their mammograms and their clinical breast exams.
You know, it's been my experience, and we've been associated with you folks for a couple of years now. Whenever you do an event, it's like over the top. I mean, you have so many components. I mean, I don't know who does all the scheduling, but it's like, I'm amazed.
We go big or go home, yes.
I mean, it's and such good stuff. I mean, I know you do giveaways, and you have training and programs and just good stuff. I mean, it's so needed in our communities. So that was awesome.
Yeah, we try to make it special for our community, and we look at it as a way, especially for our mammogram, our clinical breast exams, and the mammogram event, as more of a way of pampering the community. In the past, we've had manicures, free pedicures, massages.
Yeah, good
so,
stuff.
lots
Do you
of
have
good
any idea how many people participated? I mean, it's always hard, but
We had 15 people schedule an appointment that day in Jamestown.
Wonderful,
I know that. Yes.
wonderful.
Yeah.
you know, and I don't want to say I harp on it, but that's a concern of near and dear. My mom had breast cancer, and so you know we grew up in a household that was very concerned about women's health from a very young age, and having my wife and my daughter and nieces and so forth. And we also talked about men, having to make sure they're taken care of. So that's a great event that you all do.
Yeah, we actually had the Jamestown Breast Cancer Support Group in Jamestown, and they came, they presented, and Pat Carr and her partner, they promote the importance of breast cancer in men too, because John ended up getting breast cancer, and so
That's
he
right.
shares his story.
We talked about that. That's right. We had a picture of them on here. Yeah.
And anyone that did miss it, we do have that on Facebook now, the link. So if anyone wanted to take a look at our virtual event, you can certainly look.
You mentioned support group, and I don't think we've talked too much about that as something that we think about, but there really are a number of support groups here in Chautauqua County, whether it's AA or if it's breast cancer support, or if it's with the veterans have support groups. I mean, and people say, I don't need that. I'll handle it. But when you go to one, it's just like you're changed forever, because all of a sudden you're not isolated. You're not just stewing about your condition or whatever. And it's good stuff. And I know there's some real quality programs here. So great. So the Chautauqua Center, I don't want to say is new, but I think for a lot of people, they're still getting to know that. And I know that's your job, is to make sure it's branded and so forth. So can you kind of give us the general presentation of what is the Chautauqua Center? How does it differ with a hospital, a doctor's office, your primary doctor and so forth?
Yep. So we are, as you said, a little bit younger still, and people are still getting to know us. And certainly in Jamestown, our new building, that's caused attraction as well.
People are talking about it big time.
Yes, yeah. So we're known as the Chautauqua Center. We actually were born in 2013. We opened our doors in Dunkirk, New York, and that was our first location. And then we moved in 2015 to the Jamestown location, and where we had our temporary site in the county building on 4th Street.
You guys have grown in leaps and bounds in just those few years. I mean, 7 years you've been around. I mean, when people realize what you have done, and wow.
Yes, yeah, we've either created a new program or opened a new building, or both, within each year since we've opened. So, yeah, it's been incredible. But what we do is we provide a total health care for our community, and it can be anyone within Chautauqua County, Erie County. Anyone is welcome, no matter your insurance type or your ability to pay. We provide a team approach within that healthcare field. So we have primary care services, behavioral health services, pharmacy services, where we offer discounts, significant discounts off for individuals' prescriptions. We also offer substance abuse services. We just hired our very first registered dietitian. He's going to be providing nutrition services. Chiropractic services we're offering as well.
Oh, wow.
Yes, yeah, which that's been a hot commodity. And yeah, so we're doing it all. We provide reproductive services for men and women, pregnancy testing, STI checks, you name it. We do it all. Dental.
These are things that you sometimes have to go to a variety of providers. So this is like all under one roof sort of a thing, right?
Yep, we're considered that one-stop shop for all. And in our Jamestown location, we're on 107 Institute Street in that big building that went up by the hospital. We're also expanding into Dunkirk. Right now we're on 319 Central Avenue. However, we will be moving on the corner of 3rd Street and Park Avenue sometime next summer. We're building a new site, about 25,000 square feet, so not as large as Jamestown, but it's still going
big,
to be
yeah.
the same overall approach of being under one roof and providing all of those healthcare services.
Terrific. Now, if you're not a hospital and you're not a doctor's office, how's it funded? I mean, what's the structure for it?
So we're federally funded and state funded. We provide options for our patients, and we really want to make sure that we provide that good quality of healthcare for our patients. So we want to make it personalized, coordinated, efficient, effective. We provide options such as sliding fee scale that goes by an individual's annual income and the number of people that are in their families. And then we also have certified application counselors on staff that will help with anyone that doesn't have health insurance. We provide that option as well.
Wow. How many people work for you?
We've grown. We started in 2013 with 8 individuals, 8 employees, and now we are at almost 150. So
Oh my gosh.
we have been,
Now, who
busy.
runs this whole show? I mean, who's the boss?
Well, our funders, our funders are known as Health Resource Service Administration. They are our overall funders. However, our CEO is Michael Pease.
He must be a pretty busy guy or pretty creative and have a lot of friends.
Yes, yeah.
Wow,
He's
that's
very
terrific.
reputable in the area.
Very, very, very good. You mentioned, of course, Chautauqua County, and you said Erie. Are we talking Erie, New York, or Erie, Pennsylvania?
Oh, just Erie County. Anyone can come to our center. So it's not specifically for Chautauqua County residents. Of course, we want Chautauqua County residents to take full advantage since we're so close. However, anyone is welcome to our healthcare facility.
Anybody in the world?
Yeah.
Oh, so because we were living in Ripley, people say Erie County, and I got to ask them, is that like towards Buffalo or towards Erie, Pennsylvania? So it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Really, I did not know that. That's one thing about these shows I love doing because I always learn something new about that. Okay, so you said a team approach. So when somebody comes to you for the first time, do you have like a single entry kind of a thing? Like some agencies, you register and all that information is shared across the board. And if they'll say, do you have any needs with this, or do you need dental? So what I'm saying is, how does that work when somebody comes in to see you for the first time?
So any of our patients, when you first become a patient, you can either dial in and call us to register as a patient over the phone, or if you'd like, you can come in as well. When you do register, there is a lengthy packet. Because we are a federally qualified healthcare center, we do have to ask certain questions, and so it does take some time. It takes about 25 minutes overall, so we do advise patients, to call
Even
ahead.
if you go to a record doctor, you got to fill out all that paperwork, history of the family and all that stuff. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
And then we'll ask our patients, would you like dental services, primary care, behavioral health, all of them, or specifically one. So you don't have to come for all of the services. You can specifically come for just dental if you'd like.
So, and then if you have a good experience with one of the services, you might say, "Ooh, I'd like to do this now." So you just kind of
Yes.
talk to the receptionist, or there's somebody like does intake, that type.
Yes, we have central intake. Yep, and we
Okay.
have our front receptionists that are.
Very nice. All right. So you said you're on what street in Jamestown? Institute.
Yep, 107 Institute Street.
Okay. So if somebody wanted to go there, should they just show up, or do they have to call ahead of time, or how's that work?
Right now, given the circumstances, we prefer calling.
All right. What's the number there?
716-484-4334.
43.
34.
Okay, 4334. And then in Dunkirk, same thing, same number or different number?
Yep, we do have a different number, but it all goes to the same call center.
all right.
363-6050.
Okay.
And we also, I would like to provide the COVID hotline as well. That's 294-3985.
COVID hotline. That's the first time I've heard that here in the county. What does that do for you?
So we are providing COVID screenings throughout the week. And so that's if anyone is experiencing symptoms, or if anyone comes through the doors and they say that they are experiencing symptoms, we'll actually schedule a telehealth visit, and that will be through that line.
This isn't testing, it's screening.
Yes,
Okay.
screening over the phone, and then we do provide the testing.
Oh, like the nasal swab, that thing?
Yes.
Not that real long one, right?
I'm not positive on what kind it is, but I know it's not
Okay.
the rapid testing.
Okay,
so-
well, I had one done and it was just a little guy. So
Yeah, I think it's just that.
so many people I talk to, I'll say, I had a COVID test. They go, oh, did it go away? No. Those days are gone, I think, hopefully. Okay, so that's important. So let's put that number again, 294-3985.
Correct, yes.
And that's the COVID hotline. This is the very first time I heard that we had a hotline in the county. So that's why I repeated it. That's terrific, because so many people are very anxious. They'll get a sniffle, a backache, they get a touch of something, and they're worried, right? Is this, what do you have to pay for that?
No, you do not have to pay for that.
It's free,
I believe so, yes.
zero money, no pay. All right, so you heard it right now. If you're concerned about the COVID, and it's popping up here and there across the county, give them a call at that number, all right? And we'll come back on that number later one more time. Before we end. And remember always, folks, if you say, oh, what was that number? And you can go to YouTube and you can find this show over and over again, and we rebroadcast this show throughout the week at 2 and 8, okay? Or you always call the studio here, and we'll give you the information as well if we're here. Okay, so enough on that. So team approach, so I like that idea. So I'm assuming, I don't know, let's make something up. If you're having a little problem with your health, and you'd see, let's say, a cardiologist or somebody for diabetes, then they can share that information with the other providers, right? So it's not like, I got to go to this other place, or whatever. So, and you're not a hospital, so people don't
We are
stay
not a
there.
hospital.
They don't
No,
have beds,
no,
and
we're not
none
inpatient,
of
complete
that stuff.
outpatient, yes.
Right, so
Yeah.
it's a same-day service. Okay, and Justin, you've used the dental services, right?
Yes, I have.
And you're very happy with it?
Yes, I am.
It's improved his
Good.
smile. Watch him
Yeah.
smile. Look at that smile. Okay, so I've been hearing really, really good things about that. Okay, so that's a little bit about the services and so forth. But did you highlight anything that's new? You talked about the dietitian. Was there anything else that's relatively new?
Yep, I covered the chiropractic services, that's new. Nutrition, that is of course going to be up and coming. I know that we have a registered dietitian, Stephen, and he is working right now on creating that program. We have a state-of-the-art community kitchen, which I know that he really wants to use and utilize. So he'll be carrying out cooking demos, and our physicians and our dental staff and behavioral health staff will also be utilizing him, and we'll be referring patients to him as well.
Okay, so what kind of folks would want to be part of the nutrition program?
Someone that I guess would be maybe diabetes, who's diagnosed with diabetes, obesity, things like that.
I know
Cardiovascular.
that folks with diabetes, they struggle trying to figure a way to maintain an even blood sugar, and so these classes would teach them some meal
Yes.
plans to they're delicious and still, healthy to you, and of course,
And also affordable.
and afford. Yeah. And we're bombarded on TV starting right after Christmas. You ever notice that? As soon as Christmas is over, every commercial is losing weight. You just feasted on who knows how many calories over the holidays. Now you big fatso. Now you're supposed to lose all this weight. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, right. And but that would be really good. And this is it. Now all these services are at both ends of the county.
Yes, he will be in Dunkirk and Jamestown. Right now he goes back and forth to each.
Now, one of the issues that we used to struggle with, because I've been on lots of boards and planning groups and things for Chautauqua County, was transportation. So if you don't have an answer for this, it's okay. But people, they live in the outskirts. I mean, they live sort of far away from Jamestown and Dunkirk. They like in the hinterlands. How would they access you? How do they get to you if they have trouble with transportation, or perhaps elderly or don't have a license? How do they get to you?
Well, we have referred patients to CARTs. We always encourage natural supports, so family, friends. We do have a care coordination team as well. Individuals that do have 2 chronic diagnoses, they can take advantage of our care coordinators and utilize them. We do have company vehicles, and we do provide transportation services. We always do encourage the natural sports first, though.
I did not know the answer to that question. I was just throwing it out there. You've got an answer for everything. Wow.
I try.
Wow. So you're really a full-service program here.
Yes. Yeah.
So they provide transportation. Very, very good.
As long as they have two diagnoses.
Comorbidity, I think they call that. Right?
Yes.
So like heart and diabetes or walking issues or whatever. And you know, we're an aging community here in Chautauqua County, so that's would fit a lot of folks. Greg Carlson was on the show last week. How about veterans? Where do they fall into all this? Any special services for veterans, or they're eligible just like everybody else, right?
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
Okay. Any coordination with his office at all? Do you know? With the veteran services in Chautauqua County?
I don't know. I know we do maintain those close partnerships.
There you go. All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times we don't realize, but agencies do talk to each other. And so I suspect one of your care coordinators, if they were working with veterans, would be able to say, oh, you need to go talk to Mike Rowell down at, Veteran Services, or, or Mike would send them to you or whatever. So
Yeah,
okay.
and we do have Dr. Mueller, actually. We just recently hired him, and he's from the VA services. So
okay.
some may recognize his name.
Okay, so lots of good stuff going on there. Okay, so you brought some pictures today, and so I thought maybe we'd take a little bit of looks. Now we got to remember, people are not watching us on the radio, so we got to be sure we describe what we're looking at. So
Okay.
Jeff, I want to start rolling them a little bit. All right, this is just a general commentary here, I guess.
Yes, this is more so just to advertise that for anyone that doesn't have health insurance, we do set those individuals up with health insurance. So if you know of a family member or a friend or a coworker who may not have health insurance, we do have certified application counselors in both Dunkirk and Jamestown. And it's a free service, and they will set you up through the New York State Marketplace. They'll help you with the application and guide you through that, and set you up with health insurance. So that's one of our really great services that many individuals take advantage of on both ends of the county.
Okay, so in summary, on this particular screen, you have people that will work with folks right now to figure out their insurance.
Yes.
Now, people that are listening right now, we're getting bombarded. Anybody that's on Medicare or has supplemental insurance, we daily get flyers about changing your insurance program. Now, the Office for the Aging Services, they have counselors that work with folks. You guys work with folks. So people shouldn't feel like they should be pressured to change their insurance companies just cold or on the blind. Contact you guys, right? The various different folks that will sit and work with you on these.
Or those that have lost their job or that were laid off. We're seeing those individuals as well.
And with the COVID right now, a lot of people are in that boat. So, okay, very, very good. Okay, next slide.
So I included this addressing rural health challenges more in the focus of recruitment side, because I am the recruiting specialist, and we do have a number of jobs right now available. It's because we're growing, and so I wanted to just touch on that. We were actually we were noticed by the Buffalo Business First article, so I included that just because there are challenges within recruiting, and I hope to share more about the positions that we are offering currently.
All right, so this is an article in the newspaper, Focus, up in Buffalo, and it says addressing rural health challenges. So what are the rural health challenges?
Well, we are a small town, and it seems like a lot of individuals, from just my own experience, are wanting to be out in the bigger cities and not more so in the rural areas. We also, with our area in particular, we serve a number of individuals from the Amish community, from that are Hispanic population, and that we do need bilingual translators. So we see those challenges as well. So yeah, there's a variety, but those are the big ones.
So with the Amish community, what can you provide for them?
We do see individuals for primary care, dental, behavioral health.
Okay, any particular part of the county or wherever?
Just overall, yeah.
Okay, because that's a growing community. You know, a lot of people don't realize if you get out towards Clymer, Sherman, probably over in Cat County. I don't know where the other sectors are right now in my mind, but it's especially if you go through Clymer down into Corey, Pennsylvania, just beautiful, beautiful homesteads and farms and so forth. And I've noticed that there's more and more families, and of course they need to have someplace to go. So okay. You said bilingual, just Hispanic needs, or are there other languages that you need?
Right now we're seeing more so Spanish.
Okay.
So yeah.
And so
bilingual
you're
Spanish.
recruiting for bilingual folks?
We are, yes. We're recruiting for, we have a number of positions open right now, and for anyone that is interested, you can always take a look at our website, tcchealth.org. Right now we're looking for dentists, we're looking for dental hygienists, we're looking for medical assistants, medical scribes, LPNs. We're also looking for social workers that have received their LMSW or their LCSW. Of course, physicians we're always recruiting for, but more so dentists and social workers are our big ones right now. So
That's kind of a big order.
yes.
Having been in the world of education, I know that it was very often difficult to find dentists for like children, you know, that would have the patients. And I'm not saying dentists aren't patient, but especially with children with special needs, for instance, that it was not easy. And a lot of times, communities, the dentists were great. They've served their communities. They retire, and there's nobody to replace them. You know, so that's been an issue. You said medical assistant. What's a medical assistant? I don't know what that means.
Our medical assistants, they'll assist our providers. So they'll set the rooms up. They'll take their patients' vitals. So they help assist in that area.
So what are the job requirements for that?
So we require either a year of experience, or we do also, if we see an individual is trainable, we also will train them in that. If they've had a number of years of health experience.
See, it's not easy to do TV, is it?
Health insurance.
I do this all the time.
Healthcare experience, then we will also train those individuals.
Okay, so it's not like you have to have medical background or a degree necessarily in medicine, but you've assisted or worked in a medical setting.
Correct, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
And so what do they got to do again?
They'll assist with setting up the patient's rooms,
Okay.
taking vitals, so their blood pressure, their heart rate.
But you don't have to be a nurse to do this or anything.
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Justin, I have a new job for you. No? Just think about it. You can practice on your dad. His blood pressure goes up and down all the time.
It's good job security.
Well, let's talk about that. Let's talk about do you have benefits for these folks, or how's that work?
Yes, yeah, we actually provide a really great, generous benefits package to our employees. And then also with licensed staff as well. So for licensed staff, we do cover any renewals, licensure renewals. We cover malpractice. We provide TAL coverage as well, which is big. We provide for all of our employees PTO time, so sick, bereavement, personal time. That's always really important.
Justin, what is it that you would need that you can't go get this job? No.
We have federal holidays off, which I never came from that world, so I really, really like that. We also have life insurance, 403B retirement.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's a
Super.
really great place. Health, dental, vision, of course, through Blue Cross Blue Shield.
All right, and you have all the providers right there. You just.
Yeah, we actually do have $35 waived for any employee and their immediate family member if they utilize any of our services.
Hey, I might get a part-time job there. That sounds good. We have a phone call. Would you like to take a call?
Sure.
Okay. Good morning, caller.
Good morning. This is Linda Spalding. Good morning, Jack. Good morning,
Good
Alicia.
morning.
Good morning.
It's very, very informative, all the things you're telling us about the center. I didn't realize.
Yes, a lot of people don't.
Makes two of
Please
us.
share.
Every time I learn something new here.
And I'm so glad to hear that you've got Dr. Mueller on board.
Yes, he's one of our new physicians. we're
Yeah.
really excited to have him.
Oh, yeah, he's great. He really is. He's been on the show in the past, many years ago.
Oh, that was what Reed Powers must be.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Now, he was a county legislator at one time, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Okay, I thought so. So, what's up in your world?
Well, I just wanted to call in and congratulate Alicia and just say that there are senior employment services. And if anybody has any questions or would like to make contact about it, the number at the Office for the Aging is 753-4471. And I'm still working from home a few days a week. So my direct line at work is 753-4856.
Now, did I read that your offices are moving into the Chautauqua Center?
I don't know what's happening with that.
I
That
thought
wasn't, yeah, it was in the Israel
Okay, well,
Conservative, yes.
it wasn't,
Yeah,
okay.
in the Gazette.
So,
There was an article, I think it was 2 Fridays ago. I know it was in the Dunkirk paper that they were trying to make plans to go to the Chautauqua Center, but I don't know. I think there had to be a vote on it, and
Okay.
I don't know if they did vote on it or what. But
okay.
do you know anything about it?
Alicia?
I read the same article, and I know that I thought that you guys were moving in to our second story in Jamestown.
Okay. Well,
Well, I know that there
More to
had been plans for some time to be able to do that.
okay. Lynn, we were just talking about medical assistant position here. It sounds to me this would be perfect for some of your folks. Have you tapped into that at all?
Not yet, no. Not everybody wants to do that.
Justin doesn't either. I'm trying to get him a job over here.
But I do have some people that would be very interested in it. Yes.
Because we were just going through the prerequisites, and it sounds like that would be right up some of your folks.
Yeah, some of them do
expertise.
have an interest. Not everybody is interested in that sort of thing. We have a very diversified population.
Okay. All right. I do job matching here for folks.
But I definitely will go
Yeah.
through my roster. And, you know, I do have some very talented people who live in Jamestown and Dunkirk. Very talented.
Sounds like this would be a perfect match to me.
Now, if somebody wants to apply for a position there, how would they do that? I mean,
So they can send me their resume, and my email address will be shared at the end of this episode.
Well, we can pop it up now, Jeff, anytime.
perfect.
It's easy, just find it. Okay, go ahead.
Our website also has the application too under Careers tab, so you can always apply through that way as well.
Okay, so there's the email address. So for those who are listening on the radio, you can just read it off, Alicia, if you want.
It's Ekstrom, AEKSTROM at thechautauquacenter.org.
well, that's easy enough to get to. I will be sent. There's one person I'm thinking of in particular who I think would like to apply.
I knew it. I
Great.
just
And if you
knew
know
it.
of any dentists, Lynn, please let them know that we're hiring. Dental director as well.
Wow.
Okay. Well, thank you again.
Okay, Lynn.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend.
All right, take care. Thanks for calling.
You too. Thanks.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye-bye. We've been finding that there are folks, there are older workers that perhaps are retired or displaced, and Lynn's program gets them 20 hours a week sometimes, and then, maybe
nice.
hire them in the end or something like that. But some good connections there, so
Yeah.
something to think about. She's with the Office for the Aging Services. Okay, another picture. I just saw a bunch of people show up that looked like they were in moon suits. I think Jeff had popped that up while we were talking.
Oh, that was probably our dental team.
Okay, so he's got to find it. I know I keep him. Here we go.
Yeah, so this is our dedicated dental team, and as I mentioned a time or two during this episode, we are hiring dental staff. So if anyone knows of anyone, feel free to relay. We also provide student loan repayment, which a lot of individuals, a lot of our licensed staff take full advantage on. And I came from a private school, so I always tell folks, please take it, because you can certainly get a significant amount paid off of your student loan. So this is our dental team. Of course, we are taking extra precaution and maintaining the rules and regulations with COVID. So as you can see, they have their face shields on and are all suited up.
Yeah, they've got hair nets, they've got masks, they got face shields, they got rubber gloves, they got gowns. They're ready to rock and roll there.
Yes.
I wonder. Oh, I was gonna say goggles, but no, that person just has glasses on. Okay. And it says, "Truth be told, we love our patients." I guess that's what it says back there.
Yes,
That's clever.
we do.
So and is this the Jamestown crew or they
This
travel?
is the Jamestown crew, yeah.
Okay. All right, super. Okay, next picture. We got a couple more. Oh, what's this all about?
This is our family fun day in the past, and just to kind of give an idea of how big, I know Doc said, we like to go big or go
gosh.
home with our events. So this is our family fun day event, which we hold every year during the summertime during National Health Centers Week. And this was at the Gateway Center. We have bounce houses. In the past, we've had bounce houses, games. We've had over 35 plus local resources from Buffalo and Chautauqua County. And in this picture, there's just a line wrapped around the entire building.
I'm
waiting
looking at
for
least
their
100
backpacks and
people
school
right now.
supplies.
They're
Yes,
standing
yeah.
there. Is there superheroes in there? I see somebody.
Yes, that theme was healthcare heroes, yeah.
Somebody with like a cape on there. That's cool.
Yeah, with this event, we give away backpacks and school supplies to all the children.
Bet they enjoy that.
Yes, yeah, they do.
Okay, what do we got here?
This is more so just if anyone has passed our Jamestown office and has wondered what it looks like inside, this is our registration area. So this is where our central intake happens and we register patients.
Very, very stylish. Very nice.
Yeah, it's
Woo,
beautiful.
look at this.
This is the outside of our Jamestown office.
Did you design this?
I did not, no, but it is beautiful.
Wow, it has this kind of angular look to it. All right, what are we looking at here?
This is some of our nursing staff, and yeah, it looks like, and actually Dr. Satapathy is in there as well. We like to have fun at the Chautauqua Center, and so we had Lighting the Way. It was one of our themes throughout National Health Centers Week, and so we had a glow room, and staff gotten into it with the glow sticks. And this is our peds office actually in Dunkirk, and we just actually hired another pediatrician in our pediatric office. So if anyone is looking for services, we're always accepting new patients. And
I get the definite sense that you like to have fun there, and it's very lighthearted.
we try, yeah,
Super.
yeah.
Well, what's this?
This is our mammogrammy event. So we have some folks that, this is from previous events.
Okay.
And at the Clarion Hotel, so some of our staff.
Okay.
Yeah.
And is there any more? Oh, there's another one.
This is some of our nursing staff in Dunkirk.
Okay. And is that it? One more.
And our providers, some of our providers in Jamestown as well.
Okay, thank you. All right, well, what's this?
Oh, this is Salute to Heroes, our healthcare heroes. So in the beginning of COVID, we really wanted to try to recognize our healthcare staff, all of our staff, and so we called up Jamestown Police and the fire department, and they came by, and it was a really, really special event.
Okay. Well, let's wrap it up here. We got a minute left. So let me just say this. Alicia Ekstrom, thanks for coming by. And you're looking for a bunch of folks for different positions, looking for clients. So how about some phone numbers and locations?
Yep. Please contact us if you would like to be a patient of ours. We're always accepting new patients of all ages. Our phone number is 716-484-4334. And if you are interested in the position, we, again, are hiring many, many positions. Take a look at our Facebook and also our website under the Careers tab, and send me an email at aekstrom@thechautauquacenter.org.
And if you had your druthers, what positions would you fill right this minute?
Right this minute, dental and social workers.
Social workers. And what level of social worker?
Masters, please. Yep.
Okay, that's important to know. Well, folks, we've run out of time again. It's hard to believe, but thanks for sharing all the information about the Chautauqua Center. Thanks for being one of our underwriters here and sponsor. Alicia Ekstrom is the recruiting and marketing specialist from the Chautauqua Center, and I guess we're going to do this again next Saturday morning right here on Access Chautauqua, channel 1301 in Spectrum. I wish you a great weekend, and we hope that you're staying warm. The temperatures are going to drop a little bit at nighttime. Get those plants in pots in, and we'll see you next week. Take care now, and thanks a lot for coming by.
Thank you.
All right.